Thank you for tuning in. This is the RRT Boxing Show. I am your host, Mr. A. Today's Let's Talk segment, we're talking Gilberto Ramirez, his recent victory over Lopez, the NABF championship he captured, his disappearance from Top Rank, right here on the RRT Boxing Show. Thank you for your time and support. Enjoy the show. Okay. Thank you for tuning in again. Thank you for your support. I appreciate it. Now, we're talking Z Great One, Zordo. We're going to talk about his lightweight second appearance. Light heavyweight, his second appearance, defeating Alfonso Lopez. It was a good fight, a back and forth action. Zordo showed patience with his speed delivery, changed up speeds. He punch selection was good. He ended up getting the finish, knocking Lopez out of a vicious right hand in the 10th round. I believe it was 10th or 9th round. Lopez showed he was game, showed why he was ranked number 11th in the IBF. Zordo is number 7 by the IBF, number 7 by the WBO, number 4 by the WBA, number 1 by the WBC, and the belt he beat Alfonso for, the NABF, the North American Boxing Federation, that's the underlining belt within the WBC. You know, that's how they bracket, I guess, the domestic fighters over here in America. The NABF is our regional belt. I guess overseas, every country has their Japanese lightweight belt. The UK got their British and Lonsdale belt. America, we don't big up enough of this, and I think this is why it hurts American sports. Not sports, but American boxing. The buildup of young prospects is because as other countries give credit to their boxers for winning their regional belts, the Japanese flyweight, the Australian regional Oriental Pan Am's belt, the Lonsdale belt. Every country gives respect for winning those domestic belts. No one cares in the States about who has this NABF belt. They don't care if the two prospects are fighting for this belt. So that, I believe, hurts us. But Zordo, not only did he go solo in his promotion, and we will get to why Mr. A's thoughts on why he not just won it out of Top Rank, why he was kind of almost like dicked out of Top Rank. We'll get into that again. It's Mr. A's thoughts, no sources, no facts, but follow the bouncing ball, and you guys agree with the story or not. Now, as far as the NABF, again, that's a domestic regional level in the WBC, and Zordo is number 1 in the WBC. So this is a great move for him, trying to set himself up for Artur Beterbiev. And then again, number 7 in the WBO. So the future is kind of looking like Beterbiev and Joe Smith. Zordo could be a fork in the road for that WBC, even though we know the unifications triumph mandatories, but Zordo can get himself right in there. So again, the fight was good. Alfonso came to fight. He was connecting. He wasn't just there to lay down. He threw some good shots. He connected well on Zordo. Body shots, head shots. Again, Zordo showed good range, good distance with his feet, good punch selection. Just an overall nice fight. A world level guy against a game domestic level fighter. And Zordo knocked him out. You know, he did what he was supposed to do. Now, as far as why Mr. A's thoughts, why I believe he left Top Rank. Now, as you can see on the screen, I put some Bacharach dates. Obviously, AB is Artur Beterbiev, Cove is Kovalev, BGS is Billy Joe Saunders. And all those all three of those fighters and those dates play an important role on why I believe Zerto not only left Top Rank, but got screwed by Bob Arum and Top Rank. Now, we're going to go down the rabbit hole, try and look at the dates, follow along with me. I don't want to keep you here too long, but we will try our best to cover this. Now, remember, he was the WBO super middleweight champion at 168. Now, remember back in 2018, he fought Angulo and Jesse Hart. He fought Angulo in the month of June, and he fought the rematch of Jesse Hart in December. Now, in December was his last fight at 168. Billy Joe Saunders fought East Fay for the belt in the month of May 2019. Remember, before that fight, Billy Joe wasn't even going to go up because it wasn't for the belt. At the last minute, Zerto gave up his belt from 168 to go up to 175. So therefore, now Billy Joe Saunders is fighting for a belt at 168. He moved up. And you gotta remember, at this time, that's when Billy Joe Saunders was still with Frank Warren. Frank Warren had that deal with ESPN. ESPN had the deal with Top Rank. So Frank Warren and Bob Arum are working in cahoots. Okay, hey, if Billy Joe Saunders with Frank Warren. Frank Warren is over here telling Bob Arum, like, hey, my guy Anthony Yarde is the mandatory for Kovalev. You got Kovalev on ESPN. Remember, at this time, Kovalev was on ESPN. He fought Alvarez twice. He fought him in February and in August. He fought him in August in 2018, and he fought him in February on 2019. So you gotta remember, those fights were on ESPN with Top Rank co-promotion. So you got Zerto thinking, okay, that's the WBO champion at light heavyweight. I'm the WBO champion at super middleweight. The WBO allows you to be immediate mandatory if you go up in weight, a la Usyk. So with Bob Arum telling him, hey, we got the Crusher, you could become his mandatory. And okay, he's listening to the layout. Okay, you got to fight with Karpinski to get the fill of the weight. Kovalev got to fight his mandatory Yarde. Regardless who wins that fight, they're in touch with Top Rank Promotions. Kovalev with co-promotion with 2K and Top Rank. Anthony Yarde with Queen Burial and Top Rank. So either way, the winner of that fight, Zerto, still had a path to that belt. And again, he is the former WBO super middleweight champion. So that fight was in August. And at the same time, Beterbiev, he got signed over to Top Rank, and he fought Hot Rod in May 2019. Vozdek made his ESPN debut. He fought in March of 2019. So here's these light heavyweight champions fighting in March and May. Zerto had a fight in April. So he's on the path of the other light heavyweight champions who just signed to ESPN. So now Zerto is right in place to become the mandatory for the winner of Yarde and Kovalev. They just signed Beterbiev and Vozdek. They're on the same time frame of Zerto. So after he fights this mandatory against Kovalev or Yarde winner, he still is on track to fight the Better Beef Vosdick winner. But what happens? What happens? Kovalev ends up fighting Canelo. Canelo comes in out of nowhere, steals Zurdo's shot, and of course Bob Arum wants the more money with Canelo. So boom, he doesn't give he made Zurdo give up his belt so Billy Joe Saunders and Frank Warren could get it. Now he's shit out of luck in the WBO. He's beltless. He lost his mandatory slot because Canelo came and took the fight. And then and that fight was in November. So now, he was waiting on the Kovalev fight. Remember, that was after Yard. Yard and Kovalev fought in August. So he's thinking, okay, I'll fight Kovalev next year. But a couple months later, Canelo comes and fights him. And he's like, what the fuck, Bob? That was my fight. I gave up a belt for Kovalev. And you let Canelo come and get that belt? And you didn't even try and set me up a shot for Better Beef and Vosdick. We're on the same time frame. So I didn't have I fucked up. You fucked me over on Plan A, Kovalev. You didn't have me on a Plan B with Vosdick or Better Beef. But you know what? They end up fighting each other in 10/19 in October. So Zurdo fought in April 2019. He could have fought in October 2019. He could have fought Better Beef. He could have fought Vosdick for that belt. That would have been his second fight at a light heavyweight. But Bob didn't set him up with a 6 month later championship fight. He let the two champions fight. And then he let Kovalev go fight Canelo. So those are 3 championships that he didn't give no shot at Zurdo with. Everyone's thinking, every time this conversation gets had, all you hear is, Top Rank ESPN, they were trying to sign up all the light heavyweights. Why did Zurdo leave? Why did Zurdo leave? He left because, yes, he was thinking, yes, we got all the light heavyweights right here. I am the in-house Top Rank guy, and I just got shitted on. I got talked into giving up my belt. 3 champions are right here, and I did not get a fight with any of them. Fuck you, Bob. Fuck Top Rank. I'm starting Zurdo Promotions, and that's where we are. Thank you for your time and support. This is Mr. A, the Ready Talk Boxing Show. Let me know what you think.